Hey, it's Risa G here in my cluttered kitchen, and I'm back for another Tip Tuesday. This time I have 3 tips for you. Originally it was going to be 2, but then I was reading the comments on my cast iron cooking cleanup Tool Tuesday from last week, and a couple of my friends had reminded me of something that I forgot to mention, something that I usually do. And so I thought I would add that to a tip, since it wasn't really a tool per se, it was more of a tip. So we've got 3 tips for you. 1 for baking, 1 for pizza, and 1 to do a cast iron cleanup. Okay, so the first one has to do with this little guy, the ice cream scoop. And they also come in several sizes called cookie scoops, which are basically the same thing, you know, with this spring-loaded. It does not work, this does not work with the kind that you dunk into hot water, or it has a heat reservoir or whatever. One of those special ice cream scoops. This is for, the tip itself is that you spray this, right? You spray it with either one with the propellant, or if you've got a misto, right? Or these guys like you see me use in my air fryer, okay? You spray the cookie scoop or ice cream scoop. When you've got batter, when you've got anything sticky, agave nectar, right? Agave nectar, honey, whatever, and you want to put, you can also actually you also spray the thing that you're going to put it in, okay? And then look at that, it just pours right out, okay? Now I do this with batter, I do it with honey, I do it with agave nectar, I do it with peanut butter, almond butter, all of those kind of sticky things that you can't get out of things when you're baking and you want to add something to your batter. This is the way to go. Spray it, propellant or non-propellant versions, and it will come right out and right into your muffin tin or bar pan or whatever. Also, this is not just spraying it and putting it in. Also, another great use for this, and I'm sure you've seen it in some of my videos, I use them to portion out meatballs or falafel or veggie patties or whatever. This makes even shaped and sized burgers and all kinds of patties, also all kinds of meatballs or balls of some type, you know, food balls. And also, it's also great for even amounts of batter in a pan. That way everything looks professional, everything looks like you bought it at a bakery or at a restaurant. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, for those who have recipes for pizza, but you don't have anything like this to cut it with, okay? Do you have a pair of kitchen shears? Poultry shears? If they're poultry shears, make sure that they've been sanitized, because you don't want to get chicken juices and things like that all over your pizza and infect people, okay? Especially if there's salmonella. So it's called, you know, you don't want cross-contamination. So you can use these to cut your pizza, okay? You cut from one end through the crust all the way to the other side. Turn it around, do the same thing. Very, very easy way of cutting pizza. And my last one is something to do with cast iron. Okay, a couple of my Facebook friends have reminded me of this. Okay, when you have gook in the bottom of your pan, right? Your pan is good and hot, all right? okay? I'm just gonna let this heat up for a second so I can show you what I'm talking about. All right, this one is an old 6-inch, I think it is, or 8-inch pan that I used to use for eggs. I don't use it for eggs anymore, and it's still got a little bit of some old crap on it, okay? So what you do is, when the pan is really hot, you add water, okay? And then, once it's boiling, all right, it's not boiling right now, but once it's boiling, you do that, all right? You scrub it, okay? You know me, I like my scrub daddy, okay? You scrape it, all right? And then, all right, then you spill out the water and all of the stuck-on goop, okay? All the stuck-on goop, and you dry off your pan, okay? Okay? Just do that, and then of course rub it with a little bit of oil, okay? Rub it with a little bit of oil, and it's back to its beautiful seasoning. Okay? And those are my 3 tips, all right? How to use your ice cream scoop for more than just ice cream. How to use your kitchen shears for more than just cutting tin foil and chicken, things like that. And another great way of cleaning out a sticky mess or a bad, horrible mess in the bottom of a cast iron pan. Okay, so those are my 3 tips for you on Tip Tuesday. Hope you found something interesting, something you can use. And if you want more tips, tools, tricks, recipes, Instant Pot, air fryer, cast iron skillet cooking, come on back and see what I'm doing here in Reese's Cluttered Kitchen. Okay? Please subscribe and press that bell. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.